We begin tonight with a weather impact alert. Want to give you a live look at Florida right now, where Hurricane Helene is coming ashore. This massive storm threatens significant damage. A state of emergency right now is in effect for most of that state. People in several areas of Florida are under evacuation orders. This storm surge could reach as high as 20 feet. That has been described as unsurvivable. Thanks for inviting us in. It's now 11 o'clock, and right now we are seeing the impact of this hurricane in Florida. But tomorrow we're going to see impacts here in central Indiana. We've got team coverage for you tonight at 11 of Hurricane Helene. Our Chase Howell shows us tonight how Hoosiers are getting ready. Angela's tracking the storm. We're going to hear from both of them in a moment. But let's begin tonight where this storm is hitting hardest, the Florida Panhandle. Jay Gray is in Tallahassee tonight.
Hey there, good evening. Let's give you an idea of what's going on right now with Helene, a major hurricane and really lashing the western coast of Florida right now. We've seen flooding. We've got more than 700,000 without power at this point, and that storm inching toward the coastline. Sustained winds of 140 miles an hour, and we're still looking to see a major storm surge as this system moves inland. We're talking about what could be a wall of water 20 feet high or higher. The National Hurricane Center saying that this storm surge could be deadly, catastrophic, and another message saying that it's unsurvivable. So water's going to be a serious issue. And of course, with all of these tropical storms, these tropical systems, water is the biggest killer. So that's something you've got to watch for. The wind's going to be difficult as well, and it's going to push through this area, Tallahassee, an area that really has a lot of trees spread out across this city. 55% of the city covered with a canopy of trees, and many of those are oaks, oaks that are hundreds of years old. The concern is that wind is going to bring those trees down, bring power lines down along with it. This storm also has some real sustaining power as it moves inland. It's moving so fast, it's going to keep a lot of its energy, a lot of its power. This could still be a Category 1, even possibly Category 2 storm as it pushes into Georgia. Now, FEMA's treating this entire event as a multi-state event. They say that at least 6 states will be dealing with, at the very least, tropical storm winds. 9 states or more will be affected by Helene. So this is just the beginning of what's going to be a rough go for millions across the southeast, not only over the next few days, but weeks as teams try and get in, restore some of this power, and move into the areas that are hardest hit. That's the latest right now from Tallahassee. I'm Jay Gray. Back to you.
All right, Jay, thanks so much. So right now, 80 members from Indiana Task Force 1 are on the ground as part of a search and rescue team. Now, we just got an update tonight saying they spent today planning and prepping to respond to any mission, noting safety is their top priority. Several Red Cross workers from the state of Indiana also heading south to help people affected by the hurricane. 9 volunteers will be supporting efforts to provide people with food and water. 2 of them heading out today for Alabama. Then they'll wind up in Florida to help with other areas impacted by the storm. Now, tomorrow we're going to feel the effects of Helene here in central Indiana. Angela's been tracking it. So we're talking about rain and potentially very dangerous wind, too.
Dangerous winds that could be damaging winds during the day, especially tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, Scott. That's the reason it's a weather impact alert day for central Indiana. We want to make sure you know the when, the impact, and the need when all day tomorrow with the strongest winds during the afternoon and evening hours. And by strong, we mean 40 to 60 plus mile per hour gusts. And these gusts won't happen just for a few minutes. They will happen for several hours. Wind damage possible along with power outages. Make sure you have those devices charged, ready to go, and follow the forecast closely start to finish tomorrow. We are within minutes of landfall with this Category 4 Hurricane Helene. After landfall, it makes a move very quickly up to the north and eventually in our direction. There are hundreds of thousands of people across the state of Florida with without power. We expect these power outages to follow the path of Helene through Georgia, into Tennessee, into Kentucky, and into parts of central Indiana. I'm going to have the local hour-by-hour timeline in a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you then, Angela. Thanks so much. Tonight, we want to look into how central Indiana is preparing for the strong wind and the heavy rain to come. Our Chase Howell's been talking with utility companies about what you can do before Helene starts impacting Hoosiers.
If you thought Thursday was windy, you're in for a treat Friday afternoon. According to the latest forecast, we could see wind speeds reach 50 to 60 miles per hour from noon to 9 p.m. Albany Hart with DPW says crews will be working 12-hour shifts until Monday night to respond to calls.
They're going to be out just making sure that our crews are tackling any downed trees or just obstructions within the right-of-way to keep that clear for everyone.
AES sent this email out to customers ahead of the storm with some tips like to stay away from down power lines, report your outage, and to keep your fridge and freezer closed if your power goes out.
We believe that mostly the impacts will be in southern Indiana.
Angela Prodiger with Duke Energy says they cover more than half of Indiana's 92 counties, and she says they're prepared to send crews wherever they need to go.
We have the ability to move crews from northern Indiana to southern Indiana. We also have the ability to supplement our workforce with contractors. And so we have been doing outreach to them to be prepared.
Along with the wind, heavy rain, which forecasters say could cause flooding in some areas. Now, to prevent some of that flooding from happening, you're asked to clear your storm drains, like this one. As you can see, it's covered by cardboard. You have grass clippings, leaves, and even plastic bottles, which would prevent some of that water from going down. So again, you're asked to clear it. That way, there's a clear path for the water to go. But no matter where you live, both Prodiger and Hart say you need to be prepared and be safe.
Before a storm hits, make sure your computer, your cell phone, your electronics are fully charged so that you can get emergency notifications if needed.
We do strongly encourage our drivers to drive safely. This is inclement weather, so make sure that your headlights are working, they're on, and that you are driving with an extreme amount of caution.
So what about high school football? We have Warren Central against Pike, and we have Westfield against Brownsburg. I reached out to those school districts, and they tell me they're meeting in the morning to determine if they're going to cancel the games or not for weather. And as that information comes in, we'll update you here and online at WTHR.com. Reporting here in Indianapolis, I'm Chase Howell, 13 News.
All right, Chase, thanks so much. Before you go to sleep tonight, make sure you've got our WTHR weather app on your phone. That way you can monitor the rain and high wind by using our interactive radar, and you can check the weather blog. It's a free download. You can find it in the App Store. Now to the growth and buzz here in downtown Indianapolis, thanks to big events and big developments. Downtown Indy Inc., a group focused on economic success in the heart of our city, just released its report tonight, highlighting the defining moments of 2024. Our Logan Gay is here tonight to break down those success stories and the places where there is still room to build.
Downtown Indy says this year has been a blockbuster year, and they say the numbers show that they are only on the rise. Thursday, in front of more than 300 community stakeholders, Downtown Indy Inc. laid out some of its major wins for the year, wins that include the long line of major sporting and entertainment events. Together, those events brought more than 7.4 million visitors downtown this year. The president and CEO of Downtown Indy Inc., Taylor Schaefer, says this is just the beginning.
The calendar is full moving forward. There's going to be so many opportunities for people to celebrate downtown.
Plus, new development. 7 major projects were completed from September 2023 to September 2024. 5 residential, 1 mixed use, and 1 trail project.
We all have a role in continuing to help downtown to thrive. And I think it's important for folks to see that investment, to see that development, to see the continued growth of downtown.
But what has not grown is crime. According to the community report, downtown remains the safest district in Marion County, only accounting for 5% of the crime. Altogether, violent crime in downtown has decreased 23.2% from 2023 to 2024.
We continue to double down on the resources, the technology, the experience, because we know how critical that is.
Rick Fuson, the former Pacer Sports and Entertainment CEO, was honored with the Lifetime Achievement Award for his contributions to the downtown community. He says he's proud of how far the city has come and wants to see it continue to grow.
I think we just have to keep selling it. We've got to keep marketing ourselves. It's each one of our responsibility to do that.
But there's still work to do. According to the report, vacancies in commercial buildings have increased 9.9%.
I think we'll continue to see shifts in that number as corporations, as businesses continue to adjust to the realities of a changing workforce and evolving real estate needs.
Schaefer hopes more people will see downtown as a place to build a life.
It really is a neighborhood and a community gathering spot, and today was really a celebration of that.
In Indianapolis, Logan Gay, 13 News.
Tonight, police are still searching for the person who's responsible for the death of a 65-year-old man. Forrest Hill was found dead in his apartment today near Mass Ave and Michigan Street. His sister told 13 News Hill was beaten. IMPD tonight confirms the police department's homicide team is now investigating.